his tool.
Slaver's doggy.
Are those Papio nuts?
How goes the Humphrey?
I'm sure everything we need is somewhere. Why don't we split up and see?
All right.
How about you look for the Peppy? I'll find the other things we need.
Come! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the bush.
Fresh cut.
All anyone ever
Come and get the...
What can I interest you in today? I trust it's all here. Ah, yes.
What do you want? And?
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Bilge is nice and chilled. I won't have you.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and Papio nuts. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs. But before we head back... Thank you for asking me to help you today.
It does. It's good to get away from just being here. Do you remember walking down Market Street in Rosalind?
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antic. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go, wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs, like... What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in, but then I tried to slice.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I suppose I need to give these ingredients to Hop. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the shielding progressing up?
Well, I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients...
You can count on me.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway.
Apparently...
Thank you.
Right then, of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once, when both followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
He cracked the crystal too.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding,
Displacement.
Same different. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. Let's take this house. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the...
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find.
It's finished! It's...
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you. That's one down and just...
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and we'll be...
You don't mean...
Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, mate. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep...
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just thinking about the Enterprise sailing off, searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being... I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but we're...
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something
He'd be proud of you.
you,
I was.
right. There's just one thing.
All right.
Aye, aye.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twig. No excuses.
Not quite.
She said that.
She.
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? She'll probably be halfway to Canva.
Mid.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Obelith.
Yep. You in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered. But anyway, I got a urgent by the sound of it. One of your...
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mean...
What tidings are... Trouble in Canva. Well...
So what? Mid got us to do all it did?
Well, but next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to...
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, just like when we built... Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. That wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now.
Gav will be leaving with me.
You can count. Just be sure to give Sid a...
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us. She's got some things that...
I hope she... Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Talia.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
Run like the wind. This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today. Time to fight. How nice. They have a party all their own.
We've done the Republic a service.
Good girl.
Faster!
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side. So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance in bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Grieger, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father, I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The Boklad markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast. Ready, go?
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well-trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end. More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the Crystal's blessing. I can walk from here.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Peaches and pears.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread? You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
It looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an exception? Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go in and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
They're sweet as nectar.
I'll take the large one.
Oh, slow down, Good.
We cannot ride the...
You wouldn't...
Sir.
What?
No. Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
What's next to the checkpoint?
Out of my sight, wretch.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Boklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain. Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply...
So the children...
Yes, and passes are inscribed with the names of their own...
Which means?
That someone is Doctor, the same someone who is encouraged... And the same someone... Whoever they are, they're ruining the... Will you stand... You want to get... And we want to catch whoever's behind it all.
Is there any...
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that.
So either we find the people who took the pup.
All right.
Thank you.
Clive.
A pleasure doing... The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coat. I suggest that you speak...
The furniture makers.
Jug of snake spit for the road?
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint. Show them your trade.
Are you the...
Looking for some... Ah,
She told me you were leading the hunt.
for one, harder to watch. Not that they'd be...
Their eyes must have...
The fishmonger, round by...
Thank you.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion.
Fish for sale! Fresh, can I interest you?
She's asked me to help her. To help you.
Is that so? For one, this isn't a family operation. Or the street urchin.
Orphan.
A few, perhaps. They're all...
Whoever's behind.
It's so...
You should...
It's...
All right then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
What do you want?
What
I don't know. What's...
No, so...
The finest earthenware from the Free Cities!
Excuse me. I...
Jug of snake spit for the...
It's all right. We need.
Winnie.
He's you. Thank you.